Eshani, aka Total Makeup Junkie 101, and welcome back to Holiday Hoopla. If you're new to my channel, you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but every year I do a holiday review just marathon, and I go out and purchase most of the big, exciting value kits and palettes from some of the biggest brands. Today I have a bonus video for you guys because I'm uploading this on a Saturday, and normally I only upload Mondays and Thursdays, but through this holiday hoopla this year, there are going to be quite a few bonus videos. Get ready for them. I hope you guys are excited about it. Today we are going to be talking about the new Bobbi Brown Bobbi To Glow Shimmer Brick palette. The reason I decided to review this palette as a bonus video is because I am really excited about it. Spoiler alert, I absolutely love it, but I knew it wasn't going to be a very long video. I just kind of wanted to come on here and share it with you guys and let you know that it's out there. And if you guys love Bobbi Brown or shimmer bricks, or you haven't tried her shimmer bricks yet, this is the way you have to do it. So this is what the actual palette itself looks like. This palette retails for $69, which I know seems like a lot, but towards the end of the video, I am going to do a price breakdown, comparing it to a full-size shimmer brick and just letting you guys know the value you're actually getting in this palette. But here is what the outside looks like. It's a really pretty, like, shiny black that will hold fingerprints, and then the gold Bobbi Brown. The palette itself is magnetized, which is really nice, and then you do get a mirror, and then these are the 3 shades. Now, if you guys are familiar with Bobbi Brown shimmer bricks, you definitely already know the layout or the overall look that they have. There are 5 different shades that are in each shimmer brick. Each of these shades can technically be used individually. Each of them does have its own kind of color. Shimmer bricks are meant to be used on the face, but I know that they are a very multitasking item. You can absolutely use them on the eyes to create a quick, effortless eye look, and then also dust it on your face. Depending on the actual shade of shimmer brick and your skin tone will sort of depend on what you're gonna use it for. For example, all 3 of these shimmer bricks are highlighters on my particular skin tone, but if you are lighter than me, you may be able to use this light pink one as a blush and potentially this bronzier one as a bronzer. Since I am of a tanner complexion, all of these work as highlighters, and they all look very different one next to the other. Here are swatches of the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick palette for you guys. From left to right, we have gold, bronze, and wild rose. I believe the middle shade, bronze, is a permanent shade. I know that for a fact, but I believe that gold and wild rose are new to this palette. I know for a fact that bronze is a permanent shade because I actually own it in the full size. This highlighter is one of my top 10 favorite highlighters. I actually think this is probably one of my top 5 or maybe even my top 3 favorites. I actually did my top 10 favorite highlighters video probably about 2 years ago now, and this was in it. Just to give you guys a size comparison, here is a full-size shimmer brick next to the palette, so you can see that the palette is very decent size. It's not quite as big as a full size, but it's not tiny by any means. In terms of the overall quality of this palette, it's everything that I would have expected out of a full-size shimmer brick, and I am very familiar with the shimmer brick formulas. I actually own about 4 or 5 of them in the full size, so I know what a shimmer brick is supposed to look like, what it's supposed to feel like, and all 3 of these are excellent. I did want to make sure to emphasize that because I found that sometimes brands take products that are in their permanent line and then they put them in these value palettes, and the quality sometimes is just not as good. I'm just happy to report that this palette is just as good as I would have expected. If you guys have never swatched a Bobbi Brown shimmer brick before, these are really smooth highlighters, but they're not quite as soft or as pigmented as something like a Becca highlighter. They are like a baked formula, I believe, so they can seem to be a little denser and a little stiffer. And I don't want that to come across in a bad way because I do have bronze on right now and you can see it's very, very glowy. But I will say there's no actual glitter particles. It just kind of looks like my skin is really, really glowy. Now for the nerdy technical portion of this video where I'm gonna give you guys a price breakdown per gram of each of these so you guys can know what kind of value you're getting in this palette. So like I said, this palette is $69. You are getting 15 grams of product total, which means that you are getting 5 grams in each individual pan, which breaks down to $4.60 per gram. A Bobbi Brown single shimmer brick. This is 10.3 grams of product, which means it is just a little bit more than double of each of the pans in this palette. A single Bobbi Brown shimmer brick retails for $46, making this $4.47 per gram. Just to think of this logically, you're basically getting 1.5 full-size shimmer bricks in this palette, and you are paying exactly 1.5 times the price. So I think it's a very fair price breakdown. I'm really happy that Bobbi Brown didn't pull an hourglass on us and give us tiny little portions of highlighter and charge 80 bucks because they can apparently. But that's another story for another day. Overall, I love this palette, if you guys couldn't tell yet. If you haven't tried the shimmer brick formula yet, pick this up. Ask for it for Christmas, give it to a friend or your mom or your sister because I guarantee you they will love it. This is an awesome product. So that is it. If you guys want to check out any of my other holiday hoopla videos, my holiday hoopla playlist is linked below. Be sure to check it out. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will talk to you guys in my next video on Monday. I will see you then. Bye. This is literally your ultimate naked basics matte palette, anything that you can pull in. Have a nice variety of brands, some more smaller or newer brands to Sephora or something you may